All right, guys, back for another ep. How's everyone going?
Great. Been a good week.
You always answer, I feel like, the same way.
Well, I don't know. I'm pretty positive.
Okay. Kernick, how are you?
It's been a fabulous week.
Yeah, you went back to the Goldie.
Yeah.
Keels, you've had a busy weekend. You were on the tools on the weekend, weren't you?
Yes, finishing off the front of the house.
Yeah.
Digging pebbles.
Digging pebbles. I saw actually Cooper put something on his story though, and we'll have to get it up to show everyone. And it was like him actually doing all the work.
You know,
And what was the reasoning for you?
okay.
You were just sitting at the front,
I was doing
looking
an
out
important
at-
job. And this is the thing. Every job is important. This job was important.
He had the shovel in hand. He's digging up everything.
I offered to do that, but he goes, we need you to weigh down the trailer. You need to sit on the front because it was going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
FATTY.
Yes. But you know what? I was doing an important job and then I helped even out the pebbles once he did a lot of the hard work.
Right. Okay.
Congrats.
But it would have taken him twice as long if I wasn't sitting on the front.
Lucky you were there to sit, weight
Yes.
it down.
Yeah, and
Were you
delegate.
heavy enough?
I was actually moving a fair bit.
Oh,
so-
so you're so skinny.
yeah, pretty
So
light.
little.
Pretty light. Yeah.
Nice.
Anyway,
The house looks good though. It's coming
Thanks.
along so nicely.
get in there.
Love it.
Definitely.
Kernick, you've been 660.
Yes.
How was that?
It was so good. It was in Newey at King Street in the band room, which was super random.
So good.
But it was so nice and intimate. And I went with JJ and her roommate Giselle.
Nice.
And yeah, it was really, really good. It was so funny. JJ actually lost her IDs. She's 27 and had to use Kess's to get in.
That's so funny. I noticed when
was
I
very
saw the
funny.
photo of them trying to it's not like you were drinking or anything. You just needed an ID to get in.
Yeah.
So, and the photo looked so similar. She
similar.
even did the part right the same. The lips looked the same.
It was
same
so
expression.
funny. And she was freaking out. I'm like, we're never going to go here again. Like, it's fine. But yeah, it was really nice vibe. And
Okay. Sorry. Favorite song?
I was just about to say that because Adam, after you put that up, Adam started he's like, oh yeah, 660. And then he started playing heaps of 660 songs. And you don't realize how good they are
So
until
good.
every song that comes on, you're like, yo, I love that one. I love that one. There's so many good songs.
The show that they did was like acoustic.
Yeah.
So it was so nice and you could really hear like how good of a singer he is.
Yeah. he's so good.
But my favourite song's Purple.
Oh, that's also Adam's. And I really love that one too.
I love it.
That's a good one.
Well, what about you, Millie? I feel like you've been interviewing us.
Yeah, sorry. Well, look, I actually had that swim thing after our last podcast. And so I was up in Brisbane for those Olympic trials. Some people actually thought I was swimming to try and get into the Olympics. No.
Cross code.
Absolutely not. We had that it was for Channel 9 to promote the upcoming Olympics. So we did a relay. So there was 2 Channel 9 talent and then 4 ex-Olympians.
That's so sick.
Swimmers. And it was just so much fun. The people that were a part of it and the people you got to race with and against were Michelle Payne, my absolute new favourite person ever, and her brother, even more so, Stevie. He has Down syndrome and he's the horse strapper. So Michelle Payne, she's the... Have you seen the movie?
I haven't. I've heard really good things.
Keeley.
I know.
It's the best movie. So Michelle Payne was the first woman to win the Melbourne Cup and her brother.
So
It was a
good.
really big part of that. She's one of 10 kids. So
Holy
crazy.
crap.
Amazing story from down at Ballarat. And
Was she in
there's a
your
video-
team or were you racing
no,
against?
I was racing against her. But we hung out together for a lot and her brother was there. But such a cool story and her brother acted as himself in the movie.
Oh, sick.
It was just incredible. And then Owen Wright, Keita Alexander, my also new 2 besties. So guys,
Okay.
it was
They're not
just
sitting here on the podcast, are they?
we were just on the biggest high. It was so much fun, to be a part of it.
And what was your time for your swim?
Okay, well, my split time was a 28:39, and I was like, wow, that's the best I've ever swam. Maybe because I had.
Okay. If anyone's a swimmer, cracking 30 is so good.
I was happy to crack 30. Look, Sylvia was great. She was probably our slowest leg grab and stuff, but love you, Sylvia.
We did agree with that.
Yeah, but she was great.
What was her split?
Look, I'm not going to say. It was better than some. I will say that.
Okay.
But anyway, what was I saying? there was obviously some incredible athletes there. I actually ran into one of your good friends there. She broke a world record as soon as we got in at Kernick. Ariane Titmus.
Yes, my good friend.
Tell us about your little encounter with her. Like, absolute icon, swimming, Australia's swimming legend at the moment.
Pretty much a face of swimming.
Yeah, pretty much
In my
face of swimming
defense,
Australia.
I am so bad with sports people. Like anyone from footy, I will not know who you are. I know faces, I just don't know names. In this scenario, I didn't know her face either.
I was about to say.
I only knew her name. Anyway, this is so embarrassing. But we're at the cast. I was at the cast with my boyfriend and on the Gold Coast, and I was meeting up with Keegan, and he was hanging out with Ariane, and anyway, and so Keegan had gone to the bar to get us a drink, and it's us three sitting there. Me and BJ had just gone for dinner and drinks, so we're a little bit tipsy. Anyway,
Blame that.
she's asking me about my footy, really invested. And
Aww.
then, she's really
sweet.
cool. And she turns around and I say to her, like, what do you do for work? Oh, fuck. And then she says, oh, I swim. And then PJ's like, oh, are you Titmus? Oh, God. So that was the most embarrassing thing ever. But we're friends now, hopefully. And I hope she laughs about it because I do.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to support it.
To be fair, I feel
Okay.
like with cap
Looks
and
so
goggles
different.
and, when you're in, as opposed to being out and about, like it is.
Well, this
pretty
is what I
different.
said. I said, like, cap and goggles, you look so different. I didn't say this.
Did you say that?
No.
Did you?
I say this to my friends that I tell. And anyway, like once I realised who she was, I was like, yep, that would be right, because she looks so athletic and like so
Such a swimmer's frame.
bod, like
Yeah.
absolutely amazing. So yeah, we laugh about it now. Hopefully she laughs.
Nice.
Doesn't think I'm the weirdo she met at the casino.
Well, look, I just think Swimming Australia, our swimmers that we've got heading into the Olympics, like there was a few races where like 5 or 6 of them made the qualifying Olympic time, but only the top 2 go through. So,
is that how that works?
yeah. So to be a swimmer in Australia, not only do you have to be bloody good, you have to be extra good
So
to beat
good.
the Australians just to get into the Olympics. So like if they were swimming for another country, a lot of our swimmers would qualify.
Yeah.
you know?
And you know what? Like the commitment they must have to
Honestly.
stay in swimming, because Swimming Australia, as I was told that night, don't actually pay their swimmers or something like
Yeah,
that.
it's all like sponsorships.
sponsors.
Yeah.
So if you're trying to crack it, like that could be so hard to try and maintain swimming full time plus work.
Well,
like,
a lot of them at those trials, like they're all
Insane.
working and they're
Yeah.
That's
also at
hectic.
uni, like making Olympics is their next thing. So we'd
Yeah.
finished this race and we're all like, how good's that? Woohoo. We've swam one lap and all just, made a fuss about it. And there's like this girl like bawling her eyes out and we were like, oh my God, she just missed out on the Olympics.
yeah,
Like
crazy.
pull yourselves together.
Aw.
It was horrible, but that's
Yeah.
the
It's
reality of
horrible.
it. Like swimmers get one shot every 4 years.
Yeah.
Obviously Com Games and whatnot, but the Olympics is massive.
It's the Olympics, yeah.
Yeah, hectic. Actually, for some other things that have been happening lately, Keeley, I've got something that you didn't really touch on. I was hoping that you would, but have you been parking in any loading zones lately?
my
Or,
gosh.
Like, can you tell us what
I'm
have you got
so
with
mad.
loading zones?
Okay, about $1,000 worth of tickets. That's what I've got. It's actually
seriously
depressing.
no mail on that.
That is no mail.
No, I've paid them all this week. Anyway,
Origin payments came in. Keely's like, oh yeah, I can pay on that phone.
oh, that's not even an exaggeration. So, literally, I'm annoyed because I always park in this loading zone, never being caught ever.
Also, mind you, this is at training.
Don't say where it is.
She had to pretend that
Anyway, so this
First
loading
time.
zone, she's told a lot of people about it and
lot.
raved on about it and has managed to get other people to park
Just
there.
my good friends that it's convenient.
It is convenient.
Otherwise, you have to pay for parking, which obviously she hadn't been paid yet, so she didn't
I
want to
didn't
pay
want
for
to
parking.
put the money in. You
You're
know,
on the run.
Anyway, so you've been parking there for a little while, but then you went to Bondi Junction and you claim you didn't see that it was a
no,
parking.
I parked at Bondi Junction. I thought I was doing the right thing. I got a ticket, went in there straight after a van went out. I was like, perfect, I'm going to park here, go down to the physio.
Okay, so there was a van parked in the spot.
Yeah, but it wasn't looking like it was delivering stuff. It looked like it was there for a while. Anyway, went in. I was like half in it, half not. Anyway, I didn't even see the loading zone. Like I genuinely did not see it. I just saw the thing under that said 2 hours paid parking. So I went and got my ticket, paid for it, whatever, put the ticket on the front, get back. I have a loading zone fine. Yeah, so.
But what about that? What did you do after, like, the next day?
Yeah.
You obviously got this fine for parking in a loading zone. Yes. And then what did you do the next day?
Seriously, the next day.
This
is the area where you always park.
This is my normal parking.
Another loading zone park.
Where she raves about how good of a spot it is, never gets caught, told
Jimmy
multiple other girls
gave you a little warning before.
No, he was having a joke. I don't know what he was talking about.
Whoa, what happened? You got fined.
He was talking in like tongue or something. I actually didn't get what he was saying. He was like,
he's probably trying to give you a heads up.
No, I think he was joking.
He's just nice. He didn't want to get up you.
Well, anyway, so I parked it there. And I was there for about 4 hours and I park there every time. Anyway, get back and there's a parking guy taking photos of my car and it's pouring rain and I'm just standing there like,
okay,
fate is sealed. I'm getting a fine.
I was with Cheeky. She's literally standing there.
She probably wouldn't have said anything if you didn't make her.
Absolutely wouldn't have.
No way. I was only there for 2 hours because she's raved on about this spot. So I've parked directly behind her. Anyway, this parking guy is there standing there like, taking photos of a number plate pouring down rain. I've just fucking got in my car. And Cheeky's just standing there like so dumb.
Yeah, I was not happy.
Go say something, like fight your case.
That's exactly what you said. You go say something. I just went up and I go, I'm so sorry.
You probably were like, I just parked here. And then he goes, I've seen it on the camera. You've been here for hours.
Yeah, he goes, there's cameras up there. You've been here for hours. Where have you come from? I go, oh, well, Jim.
I'm literally sitting in the car and he's making such a big scene. I could read his lips and he goes, you've been here for hours.
I'm surprised you didn't have full kit on.
I know, I'm so lucky. And he goes,
the one time you didn't have kit on.
I know. Well, I've learned from not wearing full kit. Yeah, he goes, 4 hours. And then he goes, cameras up there. I'm letting you off this time, but you need to speak to old Jim because you get a discount with the parking. And I go, I didn't know that. Anyway, get in the car and I was feeling very good about the $200 fine the day before because that one was $430.
Far out. And also, just to wrap up the fines thing, you also got a phone camera.
Okay, yes.
Oh my
you got a phone one and you're on the phone to me and she was like, oh, damn it, I think I just got done on a phone camera. And I'm going, why do you not have a little thing that like attaches to your car and you sit it there and like because you can't get fined on those.
I actually worked out why.
She goes, I don't have one. No, you said you actually had one.
I know why.
So I was like, why would you do that if you've got one?
Yeah, okay, I worked it out because I went back in the car and I'm like, why am I not using my thing up there? My charger is this long, so it needs to sit and use Apple CarPlay. So
get
it doesn't
a
reach.
longer charger.
Yeah, I'm going to now.
Yeah, well, how much did that cost you?
$350.
How many points?
5.
Oh. And you know a longer charger is probably about $15.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know what?
Or you could use the one that you took of mine for 2 weeks.
That's actually USB-C. That won't fit in the car. But anyway, that would have been a good idea. Anyway, I'm done with fines and all of that jazz. Moving on.
Nice. Moving on. Well, we are about to head into camp. So excited. We head straight up to Townsville for Origin.
Yeah.
Do you guys like going straight away or do you like spending a couple of days in Sydney?
Love going straight there if it's a good destination. Usually is. Love Townsville. So excited for some sun.
Yes.
The pool.
Yeah, I feel like we are on the verge of heat stroke some of the days, like going to training. Like we get that much sun, but it's so good.
Yeah.
Yes, we haven't had it for so long.
And the facility at Cowboys is so good. We'll use that a fair bit, but it's actually unreal up there.
It's such a good vibe. And like even the crowd, I said last year, like I'd happily come back here for a decider game because the
I am
crowd
surprised
is
it is
cool.
at Townsville again though. Like, don't you mix it up a bit?
Yeah, true. But I love it, so I'm happy.
I love Townsville.
Yeah,
and I feel like
same.
they usually do 2 years at a time. So like Sunshine Coast, 2 years.
Yeah, that's because of COVID though, because we were locked in.
it?
Yeah. We had 2 2-week camps for COVID at Sunny Coast
There you go.
and we were in camp with Queensland.
Yeah, that was a strange time.
That was a really strange time.
I'm glad we don't do that again.
That was weird.
It was weird. Yes, but no, I'm happy we're going straight up. I think hot weather, get us out of Homebush. We've been in Homebush for a few weeks, so be good.
Yeah. Looking forward to it.
And you know what I feel like we were missing last time? I used to do it last year, the year before.
Oh, yes.
My spirit animal cards.
Yeah. I reckon. Should we do some now?
Yes. And have I ever done yours, Kernick?
Yes, you've done it.
You've done
twice.
everyone so many times, and you always ask
You
them.
literally did me like last week.
Sorry,
And what did I get? I got the hummingbird.
You did get the hummingbird.
All right, let's go. Is this energy that we need for today or the week or the year?
No, this is what you need heading into Origin.
Oh, so you just make it up every time. So how are we supposed to know?
But that's the thing about these. You can do what you like. Sometimes you can do a yearly calendar. What energy you need for each month. Anyway, you know what? I remember what you got. Whale. Because you know why?
Big whale energy.
Yep, I literally guessed it. I said, you're giving whale energy
whale?
today.
You had that card up your sleeve and you're like, you're giving whale energy.
You pick it, my friend. All right. So just, shuffle the cards. Think about what you need heading into this week.
Okay, what do I need?
And what maybe...
Shuffle. Shuffle.
Concentrate.
Get some ASMR. That's me shuffling the cards. Tell me when to stop.
No, you...
Yes, you just.
I'm telling my brain to tell me when to stop.
That can happen up in here without speaking.
Done. Is it the top card?
Ooh. You just need to get a vibe for it.
Ooh.
Cobra. Is that what it's called? Cobra. What? Let me have a look.
Gross.
Show the camera.
Oh, yeah?
Okay, can I see? Ooh, it's water. That's unusual.
Should I shuffle mine?
While we're
I
waiting.
wish I got that next one.
Okay.
What was it?
Rabbit.
What was it?
Put the cobra back in.
Yeah, you got to put it in.
Can you
Okay, sorry, it's fire.
Yeah,
all right.
It didn't look like water. It was a red one.
Yeah, I know, but it's about the little sign at the top. All right. This is not my strength, by the way.
What?
Okay, reading. Do you want me to maybe read it?
No, you're the
Okay. All right. Pausing, waiting, the inner teacher. Okay. The cobra represents a teacher or spiritual guardian. The cobra hovers and watches, ever present, ever protecting, ever loving. The essence of the cobra is found deep within us in the form of the inner teacher and manifesting externally in those special guides who led us along our path. What would it feel like to be a student again? What are you ready to learn? Remember the old saying, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. When in balance, you're a student of life, you're humble and you're wise. Ooh. When you're out of balance, you're a know-it-all and egocentric.
Holy, that's deep.
Yep. To bring into balance, you need to take a class or study.
I like that. That's good energy.
It's sort of you, yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
That resonates.
Yeah.
Okay, what do
I
I need
like
this
it.
week?
Yeah.
Student
Student of the game.
Student of the game. Student, I'm going back and studying.
Are
Mine
you?
flipped out.
Yeah. I've deferred twice, but that
Oh
still
God, I'm
counts.
the crow.
The crow. Oh, the crow.
Ooh, the crow.
Have you been
That's
the crow
ex-
before?
I think so. I think I've been all of them. to
No,
be honest,
you
because
haven't.
I've done this like 52 times.
I
There's
remember
probably
someone
You haven't.
like told me that they were the crow.
The crow.
Keely'd wake up at 6 a.m. with her cards and like make people do this.
Okay, I wouldn't make them. I'd say if anybody
Last year
wants
in
some,
Townsville, you did it heaps.
I did, and you know what? We won. I'm not saying that's the
Still
main.
lost. But we still lost.
Yeah, but we did what we. Anyway, we won the game. All right. Anyway, I usually go for a coffee and say if anybody wants to come, feel free, and I have lots of people. That's just anyway. Okay. The crow, spiritually strong, creative, watchful. The crow has long been a symbol of magic. The crow's personality is drawn to the supernatural and has a gift for seeing the unseen, knowing the unknown. It is said that the crow holds within its mind's eye the three realities: past, present, future. Crow energy is potent and should be tapped into when the mind is clear. Those with crow tendencies must balance their lives with a healthy diet, joyful friends, tick, and regular self-study. When in balance, you're psychic, strong and clear. When you're out of balance, you're ungrounded and hypersensitive. To bring into balance, you need to daily meditate.
Interesting.
Nice.
So,
Keeley, great reading for both of those.
that was really good.
For some reason, reading these, that's the best reading I do. Like, seriously, I don't know what it is.
I wouldn't say it was like that good.
But in comparison to my usual standard,
I know.
like that's thank you. Especially
Actually,
in the bathrooms on nights out. Like I'm shocked how well I read these cards. I'm like,
she takes these cards with her on a night out and does randoms. Anyway, can we actually just, I know it's a bit different, but touch on this morning what you did?
no. I actually feel sick about this. I genuinely feel sick.
Say it. So she's at like 7 o'clock this morning.
Okay, so I work with firefighters and I coordinate their programs, whatever. I was meant to send Cooper a message and I sent
Your boyfriend?
my partner, yes, and then I sent it to one of our clients.
what did the message say?
It just said like, have a good day, darling. I love you.
XX. Far out.
And I didn't notice for like an hour and a half. Oh, I feel
And then
sick
I
about
came
it.
out, she was under the table screaming.
Yeah. That's like, I feel like if it was Kernick guy, we'd be like, oh, haha, oh my God, sorry.
Oh, no.
Keeley like has full shame about it. She won't even want to see the person, like cut them off.
Yeah, I would run away if I could. But the worst thing is he hasn't replied yet. I got Millie to send something saying, ha, I'm so sorry. That was meant to go to my partner. Oh, nope, he's gone back.
What do you say?
He liked it.
Just a thumbs up. Like reaction.
Just the thumbs up.
Oh, there's worse things in the world, Keels.
Yeah, there is. There is. And
You know what? This will cheer you up because this week, like every week, we've got a new segment. This is your favorite one.
segment. I love this one.
This is your segment. So do you want to talk about it?
Well, we've been playing this game called Fishy.
In camp,
And in camp, recommendation of the week too.
Yep. It's called Sounds Fishy, I think.
Sounds fishy, big W. Anyway, it's about detecting a lie. So I thought, why don't we do 2 truths, 1 lie?
I like it.
See if we can pick it. We know many stories about each other though, so it was hard.
Yeah, it's hard.
Coming up with them.
Well, to be fair, Adam just messaged me mine because I didn't do mine. Keeley had done hers as soon as she was like, let's do 2 truths, 1 lie. She worked on hers for like 2 hours, I swear.
No, it was about 20 minutes and I told you 5 days ago and you still haven't got it together.
Yeah, because I'm being busy doing other stuff. I'm sorry.
And you have the
Prioritise.
most eventful childhood. So
Yeah,
you've
like
got so
all
many
of your
options.
stories, and I reckon they're all going to be truths and you've changed like one tiny bit of the story. That's what I reckon yours will be.
Okay, we'll see. We'll
Okay,
see.
so we've both got 2 truths, 1 lie. We're going to go around one by one, and the other person has to say whether it's truth. You don't get to hear them all.
Okay.
You just go one for one.
One for
Keeley,
one.
What?
So read one of them, and then we both have to say whether it's true or false.
Okay.
Right, you started off.
No, you started off.
No,
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
your
want
game.
I don't want to set this
You
bar
are
high.
standing.
Okay.
It's your game. You have to start.
Okay, in primary school, I tried to fit between 2 little drainage poles and I got stuck and the fire department had to come and saw me out.
Far out. See,
That's the truth. You probably do that now.
In particular, it was my thighs. The midsection got straight through, but my thigh got stuck.
Wait, I'm going to have to hear all 3 to just try and work it out.
No.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. that's the funny part.
Nah. Let's
Okay,
see
read
all
them
3.
all.
Okay. Oh, so no, you guys have to do yours now.
No, you're going to read
Okay.
all
I'm
of
not
them.
going to be able to
God,
determine what's
okay.
a lie if I don't hear the other ones.
Okay. One time I went to Vivid and at Vivid on the way home I was getting a Chico roll and I got food poisoning and started hallucinating that I was getting murdered at my best friend's house and the police was called and I got out of the hallucination and none of it happened. But there
How
was
have you
police
got all
there.
these stories that we still don't know?
Police was there, yeah. So I was vomiting, went to get out of the bathroom, and as I was walking out of the bathroom, I thought somebody was murdering me or trying to. So I started
seems a bit
screaming.
I don't know, but then I would...
No.
The mum called the police. The next door neighbours called the police. Everybody comes over to the house.
Too much information for her to be lying.
Anyway,
Exactly.
so and turns out I was hallucinating
Okay.
because of food poisoning.
What's your last one?
The third one. Okay. At primary school one time, I got severe diarrhea And I was in the bathroom for a while, and while I was in there, the fire alarm went off and everybody got evacuated. And the school sent out a missing person search for me, and I could not get off the toilet.
Okay, what do you think is the lie? I reckon the last one.
I reckon that's happened. I reckon all of those have happened. I reckon the middle one is just too like much detail, but then I'm like, is she reversing us and like actually vivid hallucinating?
The first one's so the truth.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna say
that could be the lie.
I'm gonna say no, they're really good. I'm gonna say 2 is a lie.
I'm gonna say 3 is a lie.
3 is a lie.
Yes, that is
3.
crazy.
But you're not
okay,
wrong.
you know
why?
What's the truth
Because
then?
you bought skinny me teen, you went to the toilet, you were shitting the whole day at school.
Yeah, that's a different story.
The difference is it was high school, not primary school. That's how she's changed
Is
the
that the
story.
difference?
Okay, let me finish.
The police came instead of the fire department.
No. Okay, thank you for telling everybody that happened. That happened as well. But this story actually happened, but they didn't send out a missing person.
No, you can't. It has to be a completely new scenario.
Let me
did they
finish.
send out?
So, yeah, bloody idiots. They didn't send out a missing person. Somebody does a whole check at the school. And
The
they were
story
just shitting
still
on the toilet.
happened.
no, they came in and they go,
Is Keeley Davis
is anybody? No, they didn't ask. They goes, anybody in here fire? And then it wasn't that bad. I just got up and went out.
Okay, so the story's still real, but you just added some mayo to make it a lie.
Exactly.
It has to be a completely different story.
Who makes the rules of this game? Me.
Because it's a truth and a lie. It's partly
That
truth.
is a lie.
That's
The
partly
fire
the truth, though.
department-
What do
Okay.
you think, Kernick?
Okay, I have a question for
Don't
you.
be
If I was
Switzerland, you
to
have to
say,
pick a team. You have to pick a team.
so say I was to say this story, right, that exact story, and then you found out I was lying about that part, you guys would both be like,
I would say,
you're such a liar.
No,
you're
I would say you've
lying."
added some GST on that story. That's what I would say.
And you'd call me a liar.
No.
I know it.
Yeah, but it's, you need the whole thing to be a lie, not the whole thing to be truth and one bit a lie.
Anyway, there's no specific rules. I liked that bit. You'll go.
Lucky we don't
Good job.
repeat
I'll go.
segments. You go, Kernick.
All right. Last year I got, after the Canberra game, I got tested for a SARTA and did my wee test, and I thought I had cancer because there was blood in my urine. So that's one.
Nice.
Second one, I used to do...
Nice light topic.
Don't let her judge you. Don't. She's telling 3 truths. Don't even let her.
Okay.
And also, that has happened to Keeley.
Second one, I used to do singing lessons when I was 8 and wanted to be a singer, like really, really bad when I was younger.
Cute.
And the third one, when I was in primary school, I finished year 6, like the last day, and then I got an in-school suspension, me and a few other boys, and we had to come back the first day of the school holidays as we were like going into year 7, so I wasn't even a student at primary school anymore, and we had to serve our in-school suspension.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm calling that third one a lie.
I'm calling the second one a lie.
The second one.
Yeah. Okay, so wait. Why would you go back?
Okay, so I was in primary school.
Well, you weren't. You actually
you're a
left.
naughty girl.
You were done.
Well, so we were all in year 6. It was our last day, and these boys were writing all on the school walls, and our school had just got freshly painted, so they were writing like Tyson was here, full name.
Oh
drop.
my God.
But
Should have made up another.
anyway. And then I grabbed one of the texters and just drew a little love heart on the wall.
Oh,
and
you got
people
busted.
fully dobbed on us. Anyway.
Was he
there
your boyfriend?
No, there's just some random boys in my ear. There was like 4 of them. And they were all crying their eyes out because they were in so much trouble.
Oh, God.
And we were supposed to have like a year 6 assembly with our buddies like that afternoon. We missed that because we were in the principal's office. We're getting in so much trouble. The boys were bawling their eyes out. I was just like, what the hell is going on?
Put yourselves together.
Yeah. Anyway, they got in so much trouble off their parents the next day. Like they're crying the next day. My dad has taken me the next day and he's laughing at me like going, what are you going to do on your first day of holidays? Oh, you got to go back to school. So yeah, I had to serve my in-school suspension. We had to like,
Holidays.
yeah, I had to rub off texter on the wall. It was like a tiny little love heart. Anyway.
Oh my God, that is dramatic.
So dramatic. The first one, when I got drug tested and I thought I had
The
blood.
beetroot juice.
It was the beetroot juice.
Yeah, the beetroot shot.
So Keeley has this beetroot juice that she uses before games, and that's the first time I had it.
Yeah.
Peed red, and I forgot that I had it. Anyway, I'm telling the SADA lady, she's like, "Oh, that doesn't look good. You need to go get checked."
I have not seen that.
She's
I can't
freaking
believe
me
they
out.
hadn't seen that before.
She was freaking me out. I'm going, "I've got fucking cancer." Like, that's what she was saying. She's like, "You need to go check, like, go get blood tests."
Sorry, they're usually like 80 years old. Like,
Well,
Why are you being so mean to the Asada people?
why didn't she?
sorry.
like,
I mean, they
notice?
could probably be a little bit like more comforting. Like,
Well, because you're supposed to write down everything you take,
you probably
and
write it.
I obviously forgot that I had the beetroot juice, so they were just like, "That looks really bad." Anyway, scared me, and then on the bus home from Canberra, it took probably like 4 hours later, like when we had gotten home, I was like, "Oh, probably the beetroot juice."
That might.
So embarrassing.
You forget about it though. That's happened to me a few times on a night out. Well, the first time I ever had the beetroot juice, and I went to the toilet, and I was
It's
like,
so scary.
"Oh my God!" I mean, and listen, I like making up things anyway at the best of times, but I was like, "I'm dying. I'm dying. I've got internal
so
bleeding.
you do
Get
like
me home."
making things up.
do,
I'm
so
going
you're
home.
right. But
Yes.
the singing lessons, my sister Morgan did singing lessons. It wasn't me.
I thought, yeah.
And it was so funny. Like,
Is she a good singer?
I don't know. I haven't heard her sing recently, but as a kid, she would non-stop. Like, she'd
Always
get the
Sing stuff?
whisk out of the kitchen drawer and use it as a
cute.
microphone.
Oh my
and run
gosh.
around the house. It was cute.
Okay, I've got mine. So Adam's made mine up and he's sent them through to me. Thank you, Adam. Okay, number 1. So when I was a kid, grew up on a farm, loved horse riding and everything. Started doing like dressage and a little bit of show jumping at the local show. And that soon came to an end because my parents realised it was really expensive, so didn't get to do that. And we were really like low maintenance, like literally grew up thinking we were in poverty. So that was like a really expensive thing to do. So didn't get to live out my dream as a horsey girl. 2, when I was traveling around Europe, I went with my friend. We were bike riding all around Turkey, and I actually made a GoPro video, like as my like last video to say I'm like probably gonna die out here. I was the most dehydrated I've ever been, and there weren't even any donkeys near us because there was no water. And I swear to God, I thought we were gonna get abducted. And 3. I was in a movie that got cut by COVID. I was a police officer, and it was an American show, but I did it on the Gold Coast in between training when I played rugby union.
Wait, clarify. Movie or show?
Movie, TV show.
Okay.
I didn't. No, this is the thing. I don't change the story like by one word.
Well, I'm just saying.
So it's movie, TV show.
With.
I
A
think,
movie, they're different things.
I think
Okay,
3 is the truth because I feel like I've heard that before.
I reckon
Thanks, Adam.
2's the truth as well. I'm going number 1 is a lie.
What was number 1 again?
Because they wouldn't let you start it, I reckon.
Wait, what was number 1?
The dressage.
Oh, yes.
We lived in town at the
Yeah,
start.
surely everyone knows that's expensive as
Yeah, I
fuck.
feel like they would not want to give you like a little taste of it.
True.
Yes.
No, we never got to do. I was like, can I go to Pony Club? No. You can ride it around in the paddock. Like, we didn't get to do anything. Deprived.
Oh, well, you know what that's called? Character building.
Okay, but haven't found the GoPro video. I genuinely made a goodbye
Yeah.
video on a GoPro, so I'd have to find that. That'd be hilarious.
That's so funny.
Hours and hours in the like desert of
When did you
freaking
go to Europe?
Turkey. When in 2018 when I was injured, so I couldn't play any footy, and my friend lived over in Cyprus. We went like,
Oh my
we went
gosh.
like on a boat, on their sailing boat, yacht, whatever. Like sailed
So
to
good.
Turkey, took the bikes, like so
So you
sick.
got lost in the desert.
Genuinely got so lost. No water for hours and hours and
So how'd you-
hours. Didn't know reception, nothing. Like
How'd you get?
we just kept following, like just kept. Oh no! Worst part, even got worse. I literally got a punctured tire on my. I know. People's like,
Wait,
why'd you?
were you riding a donkey?
No, I was riding a bike, a bicycle.
And
bike
was there
Sorry.
a bike path in the desert?
Sorry, there was parts of paths, but they didn't lead anywhere, and then there was no path, and we were literally
my
carrying the
God.
bikes like on these cliffs. It's actually really crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was a really
Good
fun
story.
time. Anyway, that's a true story.
I haven't heard that
Never
one.
got to do dressage though. Anyway.
Nope.
Okay. We've got a fun thing coming up, but before we start, we've got some Keeley Laundry. We've actually renamed the segment. Instead of Dirty Laundry, it's just called Keeley Laundry because every time we had something, it was just about Keeley.
Yeah.
But I think this one's funny. Like
At least
not
we've
like,
just...
Have you spoken about this together?
No.
Oh.
These are. She just said she has one for Keeley. I said I have one for Keeley.
Okay.
So my one was like you always know where Keeley is. You can hear her outside. You can hear her inside. You know where she is because she's got these bells and jingles on her keys and she walks on her toes. So like she's jingling everywhere. Get your keys out. Are they in here?
No,
They're inside. Oh, you probably left them somewhere 2 weeks ago and don't know where they are.
Still doesn't have the Apple tag on them.
Anyway, they are so loud. I'm like, is Keeley here? She's literally 3 doors down the street and I can hear her keys.
Crazy.
Do you think they're loud, aren't they?
They're so loud.
Why are they so loud?
Because I
Usually
decided-
some people would hold the jingly bits. So
yeah,
they wouldn't
but she doesn't.
jingle.
She'll be right next to you and it's like,
Okay, I'll tell you
these
what.
are my keys, but Keeley's would be like this 24/7.
No, I tell you what I did. So my godmother got me a really nice bracelet when I was younger. Like it's really nice, and it had lots of charms and different things on it. So I never wear it. So I put on my keys. That's why it's so jingly, and I like them because I was losing them all the time. I needed something chunky on the end of it.
What do you mean? Like, I get the chunkiness, but
You're losing them.
it's not like they ring when you've lost them.
Yeah.
You know,
No,
what does fix
okay.
that is your Apple AirTag and leaving that on your keys.
I agree, but when I have them in my bag and I'm like losing my shit because I can't find them, I just shake my bag, make sure they're in there. I know they're in there. Or shake it, I can't hear a jingle, they're not there. But I have noticed that they are very noisy. Walking down the stairs, things like that.
Just hold the bells.
Yeah.
I've tried, they're still really noisy.
What's yours, Kernick?
Okay, mine is what I've noticed at home is Keeley will start like one thing and then totally get distracted. So like we'll cook brekkie or something and she goes, leave the mess, girls, like I'll clean up.
Famous last
And
word.
then she's like, don't you dare, like I'll clean up. I'm like, cool. Anyway, and I'll see her, she'll start cleaning the dishes or something and then get distracted and go and go look at her diary or something, sit down, and then she'll get a tea and then like end up just sitting on the couch doing fuck all and the dishes sit there all day. It's so funny. But it's just you get distracted by like your next job.
I feel
I
like
do, and it's really hard
you've
being
been
like
good
that.
though. You have been cleaning up after yourself. I've noticed a lot more.
I've noticed you've been cleaning up after me too. The other day I was like, we went into my bedroom, I'm like, my shoes and handbag are in here.
Yeah, 'cause I was
Millie's
just-
been cleaning.
I was just moving stuff from the lounge room.
You can tell where Keely's been in the house because there'll be
The
like
trail of
when
her
I got
stuff.
home yesterday morning and no one had been home all weekend because I went back to the Gold Coast and you guys were all home. And then I got back in and I could see all like the pillows on the floor and the blanket across the across the couch. So I'm like, oh, Keely must have like laid there.
And I will give you guys, like, honestly, I am trying my hardest. This is just as good as it gets.
Do you get stressed at home thinking like, I've got to be on, like I need to?
No, but I tell you something I have noticed. Going back to my actual home, man,
your-
I am good back there now. I'm so
said
much
you-
better.
Okay, but you said when you first moved out, you were like, I've realised it's actually me that's the problem. Cooper's so good.
He's so good. It is actually me. And now I've gone home. You should have seen me yesterday. I was so productive and I was cleaning up after myself. The house has never been in better condition.
Aw.
You guys are training me. And I love it. And honestly, I reckon Cooper's that happy too.
Oh,
The house is so clean. Anyway.
You know what they say? Happy husband, happy life, happy
Something like
boyfriend,
that. It's-
whatever they say.
Happy wife.
Speaking of husbands, it's actually Bring Your Husband to Work Day, and I have mine here in the studio. So we
Rub it in. You've got a husband. We don't. We get it.
So we're going to bring him on for a little quick fire get to know
Adam.
Yes.
So Adam, woo. Nice. So I've got Adam here, guys.
Welcome.
Thanks for letting him come in. How was it out the back, listening to us?
It was a good laugh. Really liked listening to monks with the spirit animals.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Can we actually just say one thing? this isn't about you, but it's about Keeley again. I've just remembered. I need to bring it
You're
up.
obsessed with me.
No, okay. Because you call Keeley Monks and her name's Cheeks, like cheeky, but it's from Cheeky Monkey. So Adam has adapted the Monks part of Monks. But since you've been self-diagnosing yourself with all of these injuries lately.
Injuries, illnesses,
like
I'm very
everything.
very in tune with my body.
yeah, but you're like straight away, I've done my meniscus, I've done this, I've got this. Like, I love it. It's
The
so
funny
funny.
part is though, you'd been telling me that you've given her this diagnosis of Munchausen's. Is it?
Munchausen's.
And then the first thing I go to your house, visit you guys last night, Keeley walks in from training. I've done my meniscus.
With her knee strap.
Okay, so at training last night, we're playing this con game. And she's come out with this
I don't
fucking
think you
knee
can say
strapping.
this. I don't think you can say this.
Well, we've already said it.
Shit.
And and I'm going, are you all right? And she goes, I've done my meniscus.
Sorry, FYI. She absolutely has not.
No.
Just, like,
And
she's not injured.
I go, why are you running then? And she goes, I've just got to. Anyway, and then I'm going, are you okay? And then she goes, Munchausen's.
You guys put so much mayo on it. I said
It was so
That full
sweet.
happened.
most of it. A little bit of mayo. A little bit of mayo.
So I reckon instead of Monks as your nickname, it should be Munch.
Munch.
Munch for Munchausen.
Okay, I know I always say this, but my favourite ever thing on Housewives is Yolanda Hadid
She's
trying to
got
say Munchausen's. Okay, you just need to search it. If you're watching at home, search it. Yolanda Hadid pronouncing Munchausen's.
Okay, how about we just do it right now?
Okay.
I'll do it right now.
It's different every time, by the way. So she's been accused of having Munchausen's as well. She actually had Lyme disease.
So this is where you've got it from.
Yeah.
Yes.
Keeley adapts her personality around this Yolanda lady
Yes.
because she
I
always
love
talks
her.
about her at training.
I love her.
Always tries to get everyone to watch Real Housewives, and she goes, "I love Yolanda." She's also said, "I love Yolanda's style. That's what I want to be like."
No, that's
Okay,
Lisa
Keeley,
Vanderpump.
bonus points if you can spell Munchausen's.
Munchauseins.
Okay, nearly, but the fact that you nearly got that right, that
It's because she's been searching
you've been
it so much.
searching it.
Sophia.
I'm surprised you did
That's
so well.
funny.
You can't find it.
I can't find it. I can just see photos of like.
Okay, well, she pretty much says,
Keeley.
she goes, you ladies, oh, she's like German. She goes, you ladies are disgusting, assuming that I have the munchy hunchies. And then the next time, 2 seconds later, she'll go, have you searched what the munchin haunchins are? It is the funniest thing ever. Anyway,
Literally, that is you.
and you know what came about it? She didn't have Munchausen, she had Lyme disease, and you guys are going to feel real fucking guilty when I've got some serious injuries that I diagnosed early.
You've got rheumatoid arthritis. That is pretty bad.
Yep, maybe
Great
that's...
diagnosis.
Yep.
Did you guess
Did
that
you
one?
guess that yourself?
Yes, and I remember specifically when I diagnosed myself and you're going like this. I remember this so clearly. Sorry, Adam, we've brought you on and we haven't even said a single thing. Okay, but I have to say this story. So it was at Origin Camp and I'm sitting in bed pretty much crying because I've just been ruled out of Origin. So I'm looking on Google and as soon as I saw it, bang, I knew what I had. And I'm telling Millie, okay, I've got ankylosing spondylitis. And she goes, oh, get off Google. Seriously, Keeley, that's not doing anything. You were so mad at me. And I'm like,
Pretty sure you
like,
probably also said you got cancer or
no,
something.
I was, as soon
No,
as
that
I
was
saw
me.
this, I fucking knew it. And I don't hear nobody saying Kearney's got Munchausen's. Honestly. Anyway.
I had some pretty hard, solid evidence. There was blood in my wee.
Yep, and I couldn't fucking touch my toes at 19 years old. That's some pretty hard
Yeah,
evidence.
no, that was
Anyway.
so hectic. Okay. Anyway, I thought by bringing Adam on, maybe we could do his spirit animal. And I was also thinking, like, Adam is actually our #1 fan, guys,
Subscriber.
on the podcast.
Yes.
Do you notice he comments and likes everything?
He does.
And he's always doing like, haha, that was so funny. Like, he says that and then he comments.
Well, I don't know if
He's
he's
one of our
taking
only-
the
I've got a few,
No,
of the-
he's
few of the
actually-
boys. A few of the boys follow too. Like
Yeah.
I obviously sit next to Braddy in the locker, so I'll be
like,
scrolling
goes,
and
"Oh, look at
everyone
these
gathers
girls."
around and has a bit of a giggle.
I think
AJ
Usually,
started
usually
to
that's something
comment
Monks has come up
Add
with
us
because
with
you're
us.
providing the goods always.
Keeley always
but-
provides the goods.
Yeah.
I usually
Yes.
think those comments are sarcastic, but that's nice to know that, you
No,
know.
they're genuine. They are. They are.
That's nice.
So anyway, let's do Adam's spirit animal. Have you ever had yours read before?
Never.
No, I haven't.
Maybe you should see what your like actual spirit animal
Okay,
is.
so
there.
which one is this?
So you need to shuffle and think, what energy do I put out to the world?
You know, you've got a
Bang.
bye week this week, so like
Bit of bye week
maybe, yeah. Look, we've got the buy around podcast. your bye
Can I
week.
just give my suggestion? I think you're going to be a fish, but anyway, you keep shuffling.
Ooh.
You give off fish energy.
Keeley is really intuitive and also like kind of give me like That's So Raven vibes. Like, ooh.
All right. So if
Well,
I just, it's this one here,
psychic,
man.
my
Yeah,
one.
yours
Yeah.
was.
It's that one there.
Yeah, beautiful. Just pull it.
Flip it.
Flip it, let's see.
Oyster.
Oyster. What is
Wow,
it?
that is so close to fish. It's a water thing.
Salt water.
Yeah.
And I love
And
oysters.
you love oysters. That is so you. Nice work.
Grew up in like
It could
the oyster
mean the
capital
complete
of the world.
opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oyster.
Don't read too into
Oyster.
the animal.
Okay.
Sometimes I do these and they're like,
The first one
Not
I
great,
did was
you know?
good. I was the bear.
you were the bear. You were.
Okay, so maybe we'll see whether this is energy for today or like.
No.
Energy
Well,
overall.
yeah, I think it's your overall. Okay.
It's gonna be awful.
Patient, secret keeper, hiding inner treasures. The focus and determination of the oyster is unmatched. Anything an oyster personality puts their mind to, they achieve with grace and charm. The only problem is oyster types often take their inner gifts for granted. They become shy or doubtful, and this can lead to becoming withdrawn or protecting their deepest desires and life's work. When the oyster card appears, it's important to reveal your inner treasures. What it is, sorry, this is my.
I'm struggling to hear this one.
Okay.
Fair,
I'm
the
hearing
ring
like
was really good.
keywords.
Shut up, I'm struggling too. Okay. What is it you've been hesitant to share? The world is waiting to see. When you're in balance, you feel blessed, generous, and masterful. When out of balance, reluctant, gripping, and you clam up. To bring, and no offense, but I know you've been sweating lately. To bring into balance, you've got to share something. So pretty much I see you've got to be honest with yourself and let the world know what you really want to do in life.
Wow.
You got to share it.
Withdrawn. This is shy and withdrawn.
I don't
When
think
out of
he is.
balance.
Oh, when out of balance. Okay.
When you're in balance, you're really feeling blessed, you're generous. I don't even know what masterful means. No idea.
I don't know, but that's pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah, nice, Keeley.
Yes, well,
What did you
That's really. I'm feeling conflicted after that.
yeah, well, that's sometimes what the cards do.
Yeah.
You can't
Reflect.
Blame,
Yeah.
I'm in a spin.
can't blame Keeley. You blame the cards.
Yeah, that's me. That's
Blame the cards.
Something
Destiny,
to work on
isn't
in
it?
Bali.
Anyway.
Yeah.
something to.
What do you really want to do, you know?
Yeah, Adam.
Is
You
that a
really want to
question?
play footy?
No, it's
really
it can
work
be in
it.
conjunction with footy, you know? Anyway,
Yeah, have you
only
been
you will know.
pondering
You
about
don't need
that?
to, you don't need to share. Only you know.
Anyway,
Thanks, Funks.
anyway,
worries.
Ads Bob, we've got you on. How's it been? How's the season been? How's the nights going? Anything cool happening at training, in games?
Yeah, it's been good. We obviously have just had 3 losses in a row, which isn't the best.
that's not very
So that's not a good start. But
They've been close. Games.
the season's been
have
good. We've sort of been a bit up and down actually. Got a bye this week, which will be good. A few blokes come back in the team. Had me partner in crime, Braddy, back this week. So he brought plenty of NO. He was
Wasn't
great.
He so good? Like he actually couldn't
Scored
have
a
done anything
try,
else wrong.
Yeah, he killed it. Got in the clear a few times. Good to see the big thoroughbred striding out.
Yeah. Looks
and yeah,
like
just
he's
loving
breaking
life
out
up
of
there.
jail with those leg tat, arm tat,
Yeah, he's a man on a
thick
mission.
neck.
What does a bye week look for the boys? Because I swear I see boys jet off overseas and
Yeah.
like how much time do you get off?
Yeah, our last
3
bye.
days.
So that was what last year Bradman copped a fair bit of flack because he went to Bali mid-season, but then he come back, killed it, played
Some
Origin, and we won
buys you
10
get
in a
longer
row,
though.
so-
Yeah.
Some buys you get like the whole week, but because these guys have
bye
just
we
had a
had
bye.
six days off in a row, which is
Congrats.
great for us. That was when we had Magic Round. You guys had Origin up there. That was the
Yes.
first Origin. So obviously Mill stayed around. We had Lenny back in Newey with us for a few days,
Yeah.
which was nice. Had the whole week off. This time I've got a couple of days now, which is why I'm coming and crashing at your house and sussing it out. And then we'll go back, train a couple of days, Thursday, Friday, and then get the weekend off. So I'm looking forward to the weekend actually. You got the bull riding coming to Newcastle.
That's it.
So taking a few boys to that, which will be sick.
That'll be cool.
they're crazy. It's actually a state of origin edition as well. Queensland versus New South Wales for the bull
where
riding.
was that?
They do them all around.
I think
but
they do three. They do
come
one
to-
in Brisbane, one in Newcastle, and maybe one out west.
Yes.
And it's the best of 3 series. So
It's really cool.
I
That
think,
is sick.
yeah, that'll be cool as.
Is it always in the same places? Or do
Was
they-
it?
It was in Newcastle last year.
So cool.
Yeah, so Newey's like a pretty popular spot for them. Obviously, it's like a country town.
Yeah.
Heaps of
People can
farmers
travel from
around.
it. Yeah.
Heaps
Wait,
of-
so how do you win this?
so
stay
you
on
got to
the
stay
ring.
on the
Yeah.
stay on the bull for longer.
That's sick.
Yeah,
That's sick.
It is
yeah.
actually really cool.
It's crazy. They're nuts. The blokes that do it are like,
Yeah.
like last year I went, me and Mill both went, but Danny Baderis gave him a little like,
Pep
obviously
talk
Benzie's
before.
like the origin
Yeah.
legend.
That's sick.
Went in, gave him a big like, up the blues, give him a big like, and they were all in there
You,
high
like
fiving
he's
each
doing
other.
full
Like,
you just don't let go. You hold on that. Like it was so funny. Like Bezzy's
think
ever
about your
ridden a bloody bull.
teammates, think about everyone, think about the state. And then
I
they're
know.
whipping their Kubras off in the back room. And they're like, whoa, let's go. and they went out there and killed it. So I'm looking forward to that actually. It'll be
That'll
good.
be good
Nice,
fun.
that's
That's worked
fun.
out well with the bike.
Yeah.
Dress up in your little cowboy outfits.
Yeah, I might get the
Not
RM
bad.
belt buckle out a little bit,
Nice.
play a little bit plastic country.
RM
Mill
Williams.
gives it to me. Mill gives it to me. She thinks I'm like a coasty boy that doesn't really.
You grew up listening to Akon. Sorry, that's
Sorry, we don't listen to whatever
I
Alan bloody little
Itty
bitty.
bitty, itty
Okay,
bitty.
sorry.
You think that's the
Your
only thing she
country girl
listens
turns
to?
city.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get it. Just a country
You're
girl
Hannah
living in the
Montana.
big smoke.
Shut up. And you've had a few.
Disregard.
Sorry,
Fine.
disregard. No, but I wanted to actually, this is a footy podcast, but we haven't been playing much footy, so we just pretty much talk shit. But Fletcher Sharp, he's been
Yep.
a bloody.
Played
He's been
good.
incredible.
He's been
for you
great.
guys.
We had-
Has he always been like the number one option behind KP?
Someone
or?
asked me in the preseason, I had something up on stage, and they said, "Who's the young fella to look out for?" I actually said Sharpie because he had a good preseason with us, good off season, heaps fit. He's like a little greyhound. He's tiny, but you never really see him getting bashed in the backfield. Like he's a bit unassuming, a bit stronger than you think. So I always thought that he'd go really well, and obviously he's behind the best fullback in the world.
Yeah.
So he just had to bide his time there. And Davey Armstrong, he was lucky enough, got an opportunity because Fletcher was out injured as well.
right.
So it was great to see Davey had, he had 5 weeks in the number 1 jersey, and he killed it for us. Then he had a little quad injury, which opens the door for
Yeah.
Fletch. So we all know what it's like. You come through and you're a young fella, and you got to bide your time there until you get your opportunity. But it's great to see the young fellas at the Knights when they're getting their crack there.
And
giving it
doing well
everything,
too, like
backing themselves.
scoring on
good.
debuts and like just so good.
And they're
for-
so young, hey, like.
Yeah, I love seeing the young boys when they come in, because if they don't let the nerves get to them and the occasion get to them, they just play heaps intuitive.
Yeah,
They just play, it's
energy.
like reminds you of backyard footy. It reminds you of playing when you were younger, playing under 20s,
Yeah.
and they just play so freely. I think a lot of us, especially me, the older boys, you're in a system for so long, you forget what it's like to just let the shackles off a little bit. So it's good to see the young boys come in and kill it.
bit different as a fullback to being in the middle too. Like
I think we share the same attributes.
what
Does he
you and the
play-
fullbacks.
Does he play any other position?
No, he's pretty much an out-and-out
Out-and-out.
fullback. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think if he was a little bit bigger, you could probably chuck him on the wing.
Yeah.
But you guys know how important it is coming out of the backfield. You need your wingers like Greg
Big
Marsden
body.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm sure if there was another injury, he could probably find a spot in the back line anywhere. He's a good player. Little mullet flowing in the
I
air.
know.
Yeah, a little bit of like a Pappenhausen.
Yeah,
Sort
it's
of.
got those attributes. I can
Yeah.
see that.
Sorry, guys. I'm going to have to run.
Oh, you're gonna have to go. Yeah, that's all right. You've
Bye-bye.
gotta-
Just
you
cut
gotta
me
head
out,
off.
Charlie. Sorry. I'll just be outside for a bit.
All right, see you, Keels.
Bye.
So Cheeks has just had to jump out for a second. So we'll probably have to. Oh, sorry. Keeley goes, sorry to run out. Apparently it's a Zoom now.
Oh my gosh.
She said she had a call. Now she's got a Zoom. Poor thing. Anyway, so we've changed seats a bit. You've jumped in the middle. We were just chatting footy and things like that. What about outside of footy? Why don't you tell our valuable 17 listeners what you like to do outside of footy, plans after footy? Not that don't stop anytime soon, but like what's Adam got in store?
Yeah, I suppose you probably know better than most, but love to go camping. Got the Hilux all set up. We're getting a canopy chucked on the back of that,
Yeah.
which will be cool. So we'll be borderline glamping, I think, from now on.
Can't wait.
Still packed the
We
swag.
still
and
haven't
sleep
gone
on
on
the
a
floor, but
honeymoon, and we still went camping for the honeymoon. So I was waiting.
I tell
for them to
everyone that
have-
we went camping for the honeymoon, and they
Like, I literally
everyone has a
I
lot of
get
sympathy for you.
laughed at. I
Yeah.
get laughed at, and I'm like, I didn't think it was that bad until I'm
Yeah.
getting like
I thought it was
shamed
nice.
into
We
it.
went to the Goldie and
Yeah,
stayed on the
you'd
beach.
be happy with that, wouldn't you, Kernick?
Yeah, I like camping.
Pretty low key. We'll go on a proper honeymoon this year.
Yeah,
I promise,
sorry,
darling.
we ran out of money. Like, it's actually like shameful that people like. So we had to prioritize some things.
Yeah, we did, darling. We had a bit on.
Yeah.
The back end of the year.
We did have a big
Yeah.
year, and then for people to laugh at us.
Don't let it
Anyway.
affect you.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's good to see you've let it go anyway. You're not hanging on to it.
I was just wondering whether we got a honeymoon coming up or
Yeah,
like, yeah.
All right, so yeah, obviously we've got some pretty important stuff at the moment with footy going on.
Yeah.
I'm coming into, I've just had the halfway mark of the season, so looking at hopefully having a strong back end of the year. You guys are just about to kick off. Origin's been pumping, so our household's been pretty busy. But yeah, when we get a bit of free time at the end of the year, I'm sure we'll get a couple of camping trips in. I think we've tossed up maybe going over to Queenstown for a little holiday.
Oh,
me and Bill,
yes.
for a
Very
little,
nice.
a little 10-dayer, maybe 2 weeks sort of thing. A bit of luxe living, but also like a mini, like
You should get a camper van and go around New Zealand.
do a little bit of traveling. I think
Yeah.
that's what we're
Nice.
going to do.
Yeah, I've done it before.
And then,
Have you?
Yeah.
You've done it?
Have
When?
you? Yeah.
Yes, I did it when I was younger. Mum took us in a camper van.
Cute.
And we went around all the north because she's like lived sort of
All around.
sporadically everywhere, and she's just sort of showed us where she used to live, like the bridges she used to jump off when she was a kid.
Oh,
It was
cute.
That
really
is
cute.
so cool.
Yeah, it was
So
sick.
cool.
We'll have to get some
Well,
little
that beats the
inside
bloody
info.
Brogo Dam where I went camping my whole upbringing. Anyway.
You got that violin out? You all right? Or?
Oh, sorry. Like I said, anyway.
So yeah, that'll be good fun anyway. We might do a little intensive at the back end of it. I think a little bit of a training camp for us. Like, over there.
Yes,
Hey,
that'd
Dom?
be really cool.
Cute,
Yeah.
yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, we've had a new roomie, haven't we?
Yes.
Addition to our household, my dad's moved in with me and Mill, so that takes up a lot of life outside footy as well. It's like having the 4-year-old with us.
Yep.
Except he's 64, so it's a good life. Like they say, life does a full circle. You're a baby, your parents look after you.
Yeah.
Like he can definitely look after himself, my dad, but I've done the groceries for him.
No, but
cooked
to be
for
fair,
him,
sorry,
cleaned for
he's
him.
going through like his second round of chemo and radiation. You've forgotten that part.
Everyone wants the violin out today. Like,
Okay, but
how much
also
sympathy?
no, but you know what's so funny about your dad?
But then he gets the shits if I try and do something like.
No, but you know what's so funny? Like, we'll be out for like the whole day, and like there'll be maybe a few dishes there or whatever. And as soon as he hears the
he's
car in the
well-trained.
driveway, he gets up, he puts the tea towel on the shoulder, and he starts washing up. We're like, you've had 7 hours to do.
Sounds like cheeky.
That's like
Cheeky doesn't get up though.
Imagine
This
them.
is actually so funny. So when you guys had Origin in Newcastle, obviously I had all Mills family coming and staying at my house as well. And Dad's there, and he knows Mills' dad really well. They've got a good friendship. And I said to Boyley, Mills' dad, as we're driving to your game, I said, oh, geez, it's funny every time because he was sitting there with Dad, and then I've come in and Dad's rushed into the kitchen. And I said to Boyley, geez, it's funny. Every time I open the door, Dad's standing at the kitchen doing the dishes. And he said, yeah, your dad actually told me that you haven't clued onto it yet. But every time you walk through the door, he just chucks the tea towel on the shoulder. He goes, I'm too smart for him, mate. But I don't think he realises I saw him do that my whole childhood when Mum would come home from work. He'd be doing these ones like he's been working all day.
Could be a
so-
full circle moment. You might be doing it soon.
Nah, you will not be doing that.
Yeah, I think the whip gets cracked a little bit harder
Oh, yeah.
for me.
What about PJ? What's he like?
He's actually pretty good. He's really clean. Sometimes I get a little messy. I will just leave my stuff in my room, like my dirty clothes, and then I'll get to it and do
Yeah.
it all in once. And
He would like
Have a little
to do it.
spring clean sort of
Yeah.
setup. Yeah.
I'm that. I
the
feel
worst
like
thing
I'm
he
like
does is like when he shaves his beard, he'll clean up, but then just like a few little hairs.
few
I'm
little
like,
strays.
Like
I
clean
I
it
think
all
I
up.
think we all get in trouble for that.
Like, how fucking hard is it?
I know. I say that too. I give the look of like, you gonna leave those 2 hairs there?
Yeah.
Like,
But our
meanwhile, we
bathroom-
brush our hair and that much hair comes out.
literally me. Like
The
our
drain's
bathroom's
clogged.
I
pretty
do
good.
not. Okay, sorry. I do not let the drain ever clog.
No,
Thank
you
you very
don't.
much. Ever.
But there's a lot of hair stuck to the walls of the shower.
Yeah, and I take it off after that. Like,
It's not, I
Look,
thought it
it's
was
all the girls.
Keeley's dirty
I
laundry.
don't
Let's
let
not
it-
hang out. It's all good.
I don't let the hair go to the drain because I
Yeah.
just think it's ugh.
and it just clogs up.
Yeah,
Mum would yell at me as a child.
yeah.
But our bathroom's good. Like we've got split vanities, so his PJ's on that side, I'm on this
Oh,
side.
his and hers, they're all time.
It's
We
so
need that.
good.
Actually,
So
we need to write
his
that
hair's
down.
on that side.
In the middle of a bathroom reno, so we're still trying to figure out what we're going to do there.
Yeah. Anyway, I think Cheeks is waiting for us out there. She's half on a Zoom. She's half getting an Uber or a taxi or waiting for us to drop her. So
She's walking to EQ.
she's probably walk in her big Peaky Blinders cape. Oh,
She
I love
said
that
to me when we
girl.
were walking down for brekkie, she was like, so I'm wearing this trench, but haven't been able to wear it because the last time I wore it, I got called Arthur.
Arthur,
Shelby. Yeah.
Arthur Shelby.
I told her I liked it, and she said, "Well, I got told I was a Shelby."
She goes, haven't been able to pull it out for a while.
It's because it's so long and she's like so short it goes down. She nearly trips on
I think
it.
she looks great.
She looks really
She
sweet.
does.
Anyway, love Cheeks and love you guys. And we'll be back next week, probably after Origin though. So fingers crossed, not fingers crossed, that's not what it's about, but looking forward to game 3.
I'd like to say good luck to all 3 of you. I actually don't like wishing luck.
I don't like, no, you don't
all
like.
the best to all 3
All the
of you
best,
for the
yeah.
game. I know you're going into camp this week. You girls love going into camp together.
Yeah.
Just bring it home for
Yeah.
us. Honestly, bring it home, Mill, or don't come home.
Yeah, 100%.
Nice.
And also, I'll say, I'm actually
Love
glad you're not coming because everyone you've come to, we've lost. So I don't actually like you being there. I'm sorry.
All right, I'll cop that.
Yeah.
Get that into you, Adam.
Yep. All right. Ciao.
Bye.